What's going on, guys? I'm back to Season 7 until 26 Utah Mammoth Franchise Mode Series. As always, guys, thank you so much for the last episode. If you all see the thumbs up on this one, I'd really appreciate it. Now, spoiler warning, we actually just won our second Stanley Cup in Season 6. And not only is that our second cup in 4 years, we've also won the President's Trophy twice in the last 3 years, and we made it to Western Conference Final 4 of the last 5. So, I mean, this team's definitely in the Dynasty conversation if they aren't already there. And I feel like if we can win one more cup here, win the final 2 seasons, we're, 1000% a Dynasty. So look at the team. They should be really good again. You got Keller, Hughes, and Gunther on that top line getting a +4. They've all got like a perfect line fit. So I guess they're just maxed at a +4. Probably due to the fact that it's 2 playmakers and a sniper. Honestly, though, like they're all so high rated with the +4. They're 98s, 99s. It's fine. Second line here, Ginla, Cooley, and Denoye looks really good. +5. You got Diorio there on the third line getting his NHL debut, playing with Hayton and Tuck. We actually were able to bring back pretty cheap. 1-year deal there at $5.75. Should mention too, Ginla did say yes to switching position. Same with Diorio. So by December, they should both have secondary position right wing. Also, Denoye there now has the elite ankle breakers. So we'll see if that gives him a boost or not in the sim. And then fourth line here, you got Hossa, Bodwin, and O'Reilly. Hossa here just kind of like a really good two-way forward. Definitely going to have him, on the PK as well. Defensively, Sergachev, Jersey, still our top pair of the +5. Marino, Simashev, Aki, and Lamru. They get +3s. So like defense, they looks really good. The Melko still started now in 88. Herball there backing up's in 86. Like, this team is stacked top to bottom. Power play 1 there, absolutely ridiculous. +5 chem. Second power play also gets that +5. The 4-man there, I think they both look good. The second one gets a +5 somehow. First PK, they're getting a +5. Like, overall, there's pretty much no hole on this team. And I think we do have like a couple million in salary cap space, so we can probably add at the deadline if we want to. AHL team, like we literally have Louis Carlson here. 83 overall. It was him or Diorio. We got better count with Diorio. Plus, I felt like that third line needed a playmaker more, so he'll probably get called up next season to replace Tuck. I mean, this guy's got a really good shot there, so probably going to try and sign him before, he gets to the NHL. Our Tamanov as well, we added to the AHL team. Dino Boot did good last year. We got, again, his brother there. Unfortunately, only a 77. So, I mean, overall, the AHL team, honestly, should do well, too. Like, the defense, all 79+, getting good chem. Goalies, we got an 85 Tarasov, elite potential. I mean, at this point, like, I don't even know what to do. Like, Herball here is making no money. I think $1 million the next 2 years. Tarasov also signed for $1 million, so he'll probably pass Herball, and then I'm guessing we'll use him in a trade just because it would seem like a waste to have him rotting in the AHL. And now in terms of the ratings for this season, guys, they are very, very good. We got 96 offense, 97 defense, and 93 goaltending. So we're going to get started here, trying to win back-to-back cups. I think we have a very good chance. And as I was mentioning too, guys, in regards to the contract extensions, all of our players are signed for the next 2 years. So like we're good till the end of this franchise. I did see someone comment saying it'd be cool to have like the AIGM take over and see what they do. I mean, a lot of them are actually signed beyond that. So like the team is going to be in a good spot. Marino there, contract ends after 2. Same with Simashev. Again, Tuck, we probably lose. Hossa's going to want a bit of money, but it's not going to be that bad. Bodwin as well, like, shouldn't ask for too much. We'll take a look here. Yeah, $2 million for 2 years. I think super fair. We'll try like just under 1.9 there on Bodwin. I think he'll say yes. And then Hossa here, obviously elite potential, going to get better. Yeah, 2 years, 2.5. He'll probably be, like, there's a good chance he'll be a third liner by next season. And he wants a bridge deal, which does work out well for us. We'll try 2.2 there for 2. Save like 300k. Again, Tuck, I see probably leaving. Vamelka, gonna want a lot of money. Let's take a look. 6.25. We can like almost squeeze that in. We got $9 million extension. With the extensions we just offered, I think we'll still be okay. And Vamelka we've had the whole time, so I'd rather not lose them. 5.6 there. Like, it's right in between the second last bar. Usually that's like a good spot to be. I realized I definitely should have given him like a no trade clause or whatever to juice that up a bit, but if he says no, we can definitely add it. And there we go, guys. Hossa did say yes, so again, elite potential guy, locked up, bridge deal, very cheap. Vamelka also said yes. They're same with Bodwin. Okay, so I wasn't sure actually we'd have enough money to get those guys under contract. And like I was saying too, I want to get Carlson signed. We'll also see how much money we have for extension. So we actually still have $2 million. Again, you have to remember when you sign a guy, you're not losing like say $2 million if he signs for 2. You're losing about $1 million because they kind of already have $1 million assumed for a roster spot. It's kind of weird how it works. So Carlson, we can get 1 year, $1 million. 2 years, he's honestly still interested. Again, we kind of just figure we're losing Tuck. I'll overpay him a bit here, 1.25 for 2, but I mean, 83, that's actually like a really good price. He didn't say yes immediately, but he should. And again, we have, 2 good goalies there, Tarasov and Herball, going to be basically battling it out for the backup spot behind Vamelka. Washington here wants to give us Sam Steele for a 3rd. I'm going to say no to that. He does not even make our team. And there we go, guys. Carlson did say yes. So, again, we're losing Tuck, but we're still going to be in a really good spot, keeping everybody else. Now, this sucks, guys. Even though Diorio agreed to change his position for us, he says it wasn't working. He's going to stay at his normal one, which doesn't really make a ton of sense. He's already playing wing. He's also a younger player. It was very convincing, so I'm not really sure how it didn't happen. Let's see if Iginla says the same thing. Managed to learn how to play right wing. Okay, there we go. So at least Iginla does now have that secondary role, because again, he's been playing there pretty much, I think, since we brought him to the NHL. And there we go, guys. It only took like 5 years. We now have Iginla as a center / right wing. And now, guys, we're at the end of December here with a record of 24-9-2. So the team's playing really good, which is obviously what we expected. 50 points here at the Christmas break, which does have us first in the NHL. Or sorry, Golden Knights, 51. I stand corrected. Plus the Maple Leafs there are one behind. AHL team, 15-12-1. Again, on paper, I think they should be doing way better. So maybe we need like a new AHL coach. I don't get it. Now, this is interesting, guys. Sean Farrell here on waivers. Let's take a look. He's 30 years old now. Jeez, I thought he was still young and improving. Never mind, we'll definitely decline. And so here we go, guys. We're at the deadline now with a record of 44-15-3. So we'll take a look. Golden Knights, they have 80 points. We got 91, which is now good for first place in the NHL. Let's go. AHL team turned it around, 31-19-3. They're actually first place. Jeez, not, by a lot. They're actually tied there with the Wranglers game in hand, but still from 7th to 1st. In about, just over 2 months is very impressive. Also, look at this. Both Dylan Guenther and Sergachev have 66 points. So that's actually like an insane run right now from Sergachev. Hopefully he can keep that up. Maybe wins a Norris, honestly. Definitely we are full-fledged buyers. We are, no longer trying to rebuild. We never really even did our true rebuild, to be honest. Washington here, big sellers, Jacob Chikrin and Cole Hudson, both on the block. I mean, Cole Hudson there, 87 overall. He's still growing. 5.85, I don't really think. Potentially 1 year rental. Place Boaki. Trey Augustine, don't really need a goalie. Calvert's making 9. Holmstrom, they're up to 11. Besser, 7. Chinikov, 2.7 is actually really fair. Maybe an upgrade on Diorio, honestly, on the third line. Vejmelka, why? Why did our assistant GM or whoever it is put Vejmelka on the block? Okay, Hronek Dubois. And look at this. Are you kidding me? Just like last year, I wanted to go for Robert Thomas. This year, I was thinking about getting Chinikov. He immediately sells in like the first 10 minutes of trade deadline. I just don't even have a chance. So maybe you can do something here for Cole Hudson. Also, too, I want to take a look at goalies. Look at all those guys. Hughes, Guenther, Hughes, Sergachev, Keller, basically max values. So Herbal there is an 86 now, tied with Vejmelka, and then you got Tarasov at 85. So that's probably why the fact, Herbal's same rating, Vejmelka dropped. Vejmelka's going to cost us a lot more. I like to keep, our original guy, Herbal, they're actually 925 save percentage. Vejmelka, 906. Jeez, Herbal could honestly, look at the trade value. Maybe brings in somebody really nice for us. Now, Cole Hudson here is an offensive defenseman. We don't really need that that much, but if he's playing with like Lammer, who's defensive, it could be a good pairing. 87 awareness is also solid. Decent skater. I would definitely need them to retain 50%. Plus, if we do this, we probably have to flip them this summer. And we got a couple guys they like, a defenseman there and a center. It doesn't really matter. We'll do the D-man there. Goaltending, we could do Whitaker. Let's just take a look. In terms of value, that's pretty close. But honestly, before we make the trade for Hudson, I probably would rather try and get a third line left wing, because Diorio there is an 82. 20 points, 63 games isn't bad, but I definitely think we can get somebody better. I can just be scratched the rest of the year, then we'll bring him in for next season. All right, guys, so right here, trying to make a trade the Canucks for Brock Besser. He's on the block, had them retaining 50%, 86 overall sniper, 35. So probably about to start dropping rating, but he still has a few X factors there. And he's playing pretty well. He's got 30 points right now. He'd be playing, similar minutes, offering up Tonga there, that prospect we looked at, plus a second. Value's pretty equal. They say no. It's at a bit low. This year's our last draft. Doesn't really matter too much. We'll try the 7th. We'll just keep upgrading it. Yeah, the 7th gets it done. Okay, so honestly, that was a good price on Besser. We could probably bring in Cole Hudson here potentially as well. And so it's pretty much the same offer I was originally making for Hudson, guys. Vasicek here, though, replacing the defenseman. Whitaker's still there, plus Hool's just there, honestly, for the roster spot. They said no. Honestly, I kind of figured that, but could add a first. Maybe like a second next year would get it done. That does put the value on our side. They like 3 of the 4 things. And they're still saying no. Okay, I'm trying to go back to back. Do we give up the first? We could trade Herbal next summer in terms of, a big piece. Let's see what they say. There we go. Okay, so bring in Brock Besser and Cole Hudson. Still have $2.2 million in cap space, which is honestly pretty crazy. Now, one thing I am a little bit worried about, Cole Hudson there's 25. Normally, he'd be a pending RFA, but because he's a created player, sometimes the game makes him a UFA a year early. If that's the case, we're going to lose him for nothing. But honestly, going back to back, I think it's a small price to pay. All right, guys, so the trade deadline is now complete. We'll take a look here around the league, see all the other moves that got made. So, Jared Venti there goes to the Red Wings. Taking a look. Seth Jones actually returns to Columbus. That's pretty cool. Isaac Howard there to the Buffalo Sabres. Brandon Montour to the Devils. Pavel Zacha returns to Boston. Our trade for Hudson there. Philip Forsberg going to the Senators. Obviously at this point, not quite the same player. Edward Sala there, the Red Wings. Hronek there to the Canes. So the Canucks, pretty big sellers. Nick Schmaltz to the Ducks, obviously former player of ours. Papasil there returns to the Flames. I thought that was Victor Hedman, Christian Hedman to the Canucks. Let's see, Sandin there to the Rangers. And then Chinikov actually went to the Boston Bruins there in that first trade. Connor Timmins here on waivers. I think we can definitely decline that. As now after the trade deadline, guys, just update a look at the team. I mean, the top 9 here is absolutely ridiculous. The +4 on the first line instead of +5 is definitely annoying me a bit. But I mean, look at every single forward has 3 X factors. It's basically perfect chemistry. I've actually got Besser playing left wing here simply because he's got the 1T X factor. So him on his offhand, that actually should translate to more 1T goals opposed to, say, if Tuck was over there. Fourth line, of course, no change. Now defensively here, Sergachev, Durzi still together. And then defensively here, the top 4 still intact. Hudson now on the bottom pair with Lambrou, who's actually a 90. So I'm going to bump him up to the second pair. 90 on the bottom pair seems stupid. Plus, younger than Marino. Do lose a little bit of chemistry, but I mean, he's a 90 overall. Him and Sebashev, I mean, our top 4 now is ridiculous. Also, Hudson here, 95 offensive awareness, 87 passing. So because of that, I've actually given him a bit of time on the second power play. The power play one there stayed the same. We still get the +5. I think Durzi stays on the second unit. Plus, he's on like all the top PKs and stuff. So, you know, this team, there's no excuses now. They are absolutely stacked, top to bottom. Vejmelka there is still considered the starter, but Herbal, of course, getting a lot of starts. Vejmelka will definitely be our guy come playoff time. And then AHL team, I think, is the exact same. And of course, too, guys, we do have Diorio and Aki scratched here. Again, you know, both of them are signed for next year. It's kind of like bringing in somebody better for the playoff run, and then they can play, you know, the rest of next season. Maybe even Diorio will get moved because we do have a elite potential guy in the AHL in the come up. So we'll see how we do. Last month and a half here. Hopefully we can win a third President's Trophy and then a third Stanley Cup. And look at this, guys. End of the regular season now. We finished with a record of 58-20-4. Definitely disappointed. We could have won the last 2 games there to hit 60 wins. Unfortunately, got beat pretty bad in both of them. Still, though, win the President's Trophy at the 120 points. The next closest team there, I think, was the Leafs and the Rangers, both at 109. AHL team there finished 41-24-5. They're actually tied there with the Canucks for the first place in their division. And Dylan Guenther here actually finished with 92 points, leading the team. Keller 88, Hughes 85, Sergachev 83. So slowed down a little bit, but still super impressive for a D-man, plus 34. I mean, the top line there as well, just crazy, crazy plus minuses. So good to see them playing so well. Denoye 61 points, Iginla 59. Cooley there was close. Durzi 1 shy of 50. Same with Cole Hudson here. We'll take a look. So our bottom pair, 8 points, 3 on the power play with a goal. Honestly, yeah, that's not bad. That's kind of what we brought him in to do. Alex Tuck there also close to 50. Besser here, third line with us. Had 13 and 19 and playing second power play. That's actually, yeah, pretty good as well. Obviously, limited ice time. We knew they weren't going to be, you know, scoring a ton. John Marino putting up 35 points. Actually pretty impressive. He, of course, had a really good playoff run with us before. So I'm, you know, pretty happy, honestly, with how everyone played here. Again, Herbal got 1 less start than Vejmelka. Had the better save percentage, but Vejmelka is going to be our guy come playoff time. AHL, Tarasov there, crushing it, 9-1 save percentage, 2-6 goals against. Leading the AHL team, Alex Turcotte at 60. Heineman there, close. Carlson, 27-27. Again, we'll be replacing Alex Tuck next season, 8th overall. If you could also grow up it this summer, that'd be huge. Artamanov there, 52 is not too bad. I think just, you know, a good AHL player. And now look at the entire league. This is crazy. I saw some people asking if I had the scoring set to low. I do not. I had the scoring at medium, shot at high. Matthews, 93, is top scorer. Guenther was 1 away from the Art Ross with 92. That's crazy. I'm not sure what it is. Like, this has never been a thing before. It's this year. The scoring's way lower. I'm not sure if it's the custom roster, which doesn't really make a ton of sense. Something's, like, weird, though, about it. So, you know, for the next franchise, I think I will try high. And if it's a bit crazy, it's a bit crazy. But obviously, you know, we'll adapt. So, I mean, overall, really happy. Of course, Guenther, second. Even, you know, Keller there on the top page. Goals, Guenther was also second there to Matthews. Just barely stopped him from having an awesome season. Sergachev did have the most points. Great plus minus. Yeah, he had the best plus minus. Durzi's was next closest, -1 worse. So I think we do have a Norris Trophy winner in Sergachev. Wins there is actually Joseph Woll with 44. He's playing good right now in real life. Save percentage here. For a starters, Devin Levi, 922. Actually, remember, yeah, he went back to Florida. And then goals against here is going to be Devin Levi as well, 251. So actually Herbal a bit below him. I don't think he's got the games played, so probably Levi winning the Vezina. And then rookie skaters here, Laurent Simard, 60 points with the Rangers. And now in terms of the entire league here, guys, obviously I mentioned we get first place there. So third President's Trophy, Tampa kind of gets screwed, or definitely gets screwed. 10th place in the entire NHL, they missed the playoffs. So your top 10, you should make it. Chicago 21 squeaks in, and Nashville there finishes dead last. Take a look here, goals for, we did lead by quite a bit, like 30 more goals in the Leafs for the next best. Tampa also 5th in goals for. What happened? Let's see, ours was like the 7th best. So yeah, very, very good season. Obviously, you know, our team is measured in playoff success, so we'll take a look here and see how we can do. Obviously, trying to defend this title. And we got Bedard of the Chicago Blackhawks, first round. All right, guys, so they got Frondell there playing wing with him. Also, this Kanserov guy. Second line, honestly, is not that impressive. Nazar more on the third line with an 88 Bethal. Defensively, Korchinski's still there. Verhoff. Did they draft him? I forgot that. Wow, yeah, that'd be huge. Levshinov, kind of a bust. 83 overall. He had elite potential. Dropped to medium top 4. Just never grew for some reason. Spencer Knight, though, solid goalie, 87 overall. Again, I mean, I don't think there's going to be a single team we see that, you know, is better than us on paper. So at this point, it's really just getting lucky in the sim. First two games here are going to be on home ice in Utah. And we got a 9-2 win, followed up by a 2-1 loss. So absolutely dominated them, and then somehow they came back and beat us. Headed to the Windy City here. Game 3, 6-3 win. And Game 4 is a 4-0 win. Okay, so really good spot to be in. Up 3-1. All we have to do is win one more game. And we get it done in 5, winning that one 5-2. And now in the second round here, guys, we have the Minnesota Wild. And now look at their roster here, guys. Still have the same first line, Kaprizov, Strome, McLeod. Obviously, we should be very familiar with them. It doesn't look to be changing too much. I mean, I guess our team also isn't changing much. We got Faber on the top pair still. Buyam, Jaracek there. Taking a look, yeah, goalies, they got Vinny as the starters. So, I mean, this team, I think, honestly looks worse than Chicago, but that would be the team to knock you out, right? So hopefully we can keep playing well here. First game's a huge win, 5-0. Again, though, game 2, unfortunately, lose it. Only by 1, so was a close game. Game 3, there's another, wow, 3-2 OT loss, followed up by a 5-2 loss. Like I said, this team was worse than Chicago. We're down 3-1, and they beat us in 5. Wow. I mean, we lost 3 of the 4 games by 1, 2 of them in OT. That team should have never beat us, though. Like, their top D pair was about equal to our bottom D pair. Their goalie was worse than our backup. I don't know. AHL team, we'll take a look. So, Calgary Wranglers here, they beat in 5 in the first round. Unfortunately, they lost in 4 there to Colorado Eagles. So, AHL team really hasn't had the success I'd hoped. NHL team, that's just the, you know, classic EA playoff sim. I think that just shows maybe how lucky we're getting the last 4 years, even to, you know, make it to the Cup final, Game 7 2 times. It did suck. We weren't able to win, though, as we were literally 1 game away twice from, you know, having 4 Stanley Cups in 5 years. The Red Wings just fired Todd McClellan. I mean, obviously had a good run. Boston there won the Stanley Cup. Eagles called their Cup champs. So I'll take a look and see all these stats. Playoff tree. Islanders picking first once again. Colorado actually jumps to second. And actually, guys, one thing I want to do here is take a look at the Stanley Cup winning Boston Bruins. So led by Landon Dupont, who again, we saw became a beast for them. Hagen's there. Pasternak's still good. Zachary Bolduc. I mean, this team's not bad. Like, they're definitely decent, but we're a lot better. I mean, yeah, they added Chinikov. They got Zaka back. They made some moves at the deadline. They also got Miroshnichenko there in the trade. I think that was with Zaka they got him. So, not bad. Chair McCann all the way down to 81. Matt Maggio. Shout out to a spit legend there. Goaltending, Swayman's a 90 overall starter. So, yeah, you know, a solid team for sure. But I think if we met them in the Stanley Cup final, we definitely would have won. Just really a collapse there round 2 at the Wild. And after they beat us, wow, they actually beat the Oilers in 5 and then lost the Bruins in 7. So we almost lost the eventual champs who were on a bit of a Cinderella run. They actually beat the Stars in 5 in the first round as well. So they were just cruising there till the final. The Bruins beat the Panthers in 7, Canadiens in 7, Flyers in 7, Wild in 7. So they played the max amount of games you could. You know, definitely can't say they earned their cup there. Now looking at the playoff stats, Hughes 15 and 10, super impressive. Cooley, Gunther, Keller, Sergachev, all point per game or better. I'll take a look here and see. Ooh, I messed up. I thought I had Vejmelka in the starting role, so I thought he would have been the starter, but I guess I should have turned auto-rotate goalie off because clearly something happened and Hurriball actually ended up being the starters instead. You know what? We deserve to lose that one. That was, I guess, a brain fart from me. I mean, having said that, though, he actually had really good numbers. 922, 239. Like, it definitely wasn't his fault we lost, but maybe just the chemistry was off, not having Vejmelka, you know, back there. So, again, we got a third President's Trophy, which is nice. Francis Campbell, unfortunately, was no longer us. Matthews, Art Ross, back-to-back years there. Gunther, though, got the Hart Trophy probably because he had the higher plus minus, so that's really cool to see. And Sergachev did get the James Norris. Quinn Hughes, Lady Bing, now with the Ducks. You got Samard there, Calder, Zachary Bolduc, Conn Smythe, Levi Vesna, Askarov, William Jennings, Carlo, Bill Masterton, Leafs coach Jack Adams, Johnston there, Selke, I think he's won one before too here. Gunther also got the Ted Lindsay, and then Matthews and Maurice Richard. So honestly, still a big year for us, like very happy still. You know, we won a couple of cups, can't get too greedy. Again, Eagles there, Calder Cup. Olison there was the MVP. Let's take a look and see if there's like anyone else. Ellis, best goalie. Okay, Ryan Pollock's down there. Community involvement, very, very interesting. So we got one more offseason here, guys. One more draft, one more free agency. Trying to improve this team enough to win a third Stanley Cup. We'll take a look at retired players. I don't think we should have anybody unless I'm just totally missing somebody. But wow, you got John Tavares there retiring at 41. Same time as Draisaitl, who's only 36. It's crazy, honestly crazy. And Draisaitl there, only 70 points behind him in like 300 less games. Stamkos also retires. William Nylander, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, wow. Mark Stone, tons of big players. Monahan, Max Domi, Seth Jones retires the Columbus Blue Jacket. That's pretty cool, though. Did they actually have him in the AHL? It looks like they did. Disrespectful. He was still an 80. Definitely could have at least been just like a 7th defenseman or something. But tons of guys retiring this season. Anthony Mantha even. Connor Hellebuck retired. He was down to a 76 in the AHL. Okay, I was wondering why Winnipeg didn't have him last season. Allmark, Binnington, Jari, Korpisalo. Yeah, again, huge retirement class for sure. And so onto the draft here, guys. Definitely going to try and flip both Besser as well as Hudson just because we don't have enough money to sign them. I think I looked and Hudson wanted like $11 million and we have $1 million to spend. So not going to happen. A couple of gems. Oh, this is perfect. A medium elite grinder. At least he probably is going to go like 4th round. Low elite, late first, early seconds. Honestly, not that good of value. What? There is no way. This would be the greatest draft pick in the history of the EA NHL series. If this dude is actually a franchise potential going 7th round, I mean, there's just no way. I'm sure at best he's a medium elite, which honestly in the 7th round would be ridiculous for a defenseman. Sometimes you can get lucky and get like a goalie that's a medium elite that late, but a defenseman, I mean, he's probably like medium top 4, but even then that's good. If he's like a medium top 6, I don't know what they're saying about, you know, 2-bar franchise, but wow, I'm excited to see what he is. We actually do have a guaranteed medium elite goalie there. Going to be like a late 2nd rounder, same with Neil. And we actually have a guaranteed low elite here, going to go 7th round, so that's what I was saying. Like the late 1st, early 2nd, low elite, not much of a gem when we have a guy from Denmark there. We can get potentially like the last pick of the draft. And now Cole Hudson here, guys, does have a little bit of value. Not enough, I don't think, to get a late 2nd rounder. That would actually get us that medium elite goalie, but maybe we can combine it with, we got some 4ths next year. I mean, I'd probably be down. Trade a 4th with Hudson's rights for Vancouver's 2nd. That actually looks to be on our side. Let's see if they would just do him in a 7th. And they do. Wow. So Vancouver, obviously, rebuilding. He's kind of the right age for that. They had the money. So maybe that was actually a good trade for both teams. We'll sim now to our 2nd round pick. Take a look at that 1st round. So you got 82 medium elite going 1st. Nashville there actually got a slightly better player than the Avs. But your standard 5 medium elites, again, this is with draft class quality, prospect quality at medium. Lupul at 9. Really nice pick there by the Caps. Even the Blue Jackets there get a 64 medium elite at 12. Lower rated, but still. That's honestly a really solid pick. So next year, guys, we're taking the 2nd elite goalie. The other one went earlier. I just let him go. We're taking Braylon Neal, and he is a 47 medium elite. Okay, so he's lower rated. The other one, Statikov, is a 60. Okay, much higher rated, but, you know, I figured they'd be similar. Sometimes that happens. And now, guys, I'm swinging to our next pick here in the 3rd round. Gonna take Brendan Meyer here from the Sarnia Sting. Good chance to be an elite player. And he is. Let's go. He's a grinder, only 50 overall, but still, he'll be a really nice trade piece for us next, you know, trade deadline, trying to go all in. So great find from the scouts. And now next year, guys, I'm not sure if the Flames will go for this. I'm offering them a 4th and a 5th this year, just because the 2 guys we want are gonna be like late picks for a 7th this year, which will get our guy, plus a 3rd next year. So this could work out really well. Yeah, Flames say yes. I feel like, you know, the math there should have been good. So we're simming now to pick 188. Both the guys that we have pinned are like in the 200s. So we'll take one of them earlier. I guess it's time for the franchise guy. We're taking him a bit early. Imagine. I kind of want to take him the 7th though, just because, you know, if he is a franchise, getting a franchise in the 7th round would be ridiculous. So we're going to take Krombein here first. Guaranteed low elite from Denmark. And 53 overall playmaker. Okay, so not bad. And I just did our next pick here. 1st pick in the 7th round. Imagine we have a franchise defenseman. This is a Landon DuPont in the waiting from the Swift Current Broncos. Okay, our scouts were definitely optimistic, but still 49 low elite there. That's not bad at all in the 7th. But yeah, I thought for sure at least medium elite. Geez, my scouts were definitely teasing me on that one. As for another re-sign page here, guys, as you can see at the bottom, we got $4.5 million in cap space, which we'll see what we can do with that. Dylan Gunther, wow. So we are leaving just as he's about to get a huge contract. He's now a 96 after taking home the Hart Trophy. I mean, good for him. I don't think I've ever seen him get this good. Like, better than Clayton Keller, better than, even Jack Hughes. I was going to say Cooley. Pretty incredible. Now, Denoye there as well. We're going to get paid. So, we'll take a look. Alex Tuck. Would he take a huge discount for... Oh, he wants... I thought he wanted 4. He wants 7. So, we're not even close. We have Carlson to, replace him. Was a good run with him, but it is time to move on. Besser, wow, dropped to an 82. Even if he wants to come back, 2.7. I think that's really concerning. He dropped, what, 4 overall there? He has the X factors still, but, like, we have the young guys. I think it kind of makes more sense to go with them. So, gonna let go of Brock Besser as well there. Just kind of give us, honestly, cap space to play with at the, next trade deadline in our final season. And then looking at the goaltenders here. So this is a little bit concerning as well. Vamelka down to an 85. So basically, if we want him to keep starting, we'd have to trade Herbal. And then Tarasov would have to not grow. Which is kind of a tough spot to be in. Or we turn auto-rotate goalie off. Let me know what you guys think I should do. I'm definitely going to be trading one of these two this summer. Probably just for a pick or something. Now, our entire top 6 defense are still under contract. Serchev's now a 95. He did just win the Norris, so that makes sense. Hossa there, up to an 85. So what I was actually thinking is I might have him third line right wing, Hayden in the middle, and then we'll have Carlson on the left side. And fourth line will be O'Reilly, who's actually an 85 now. Jeez, he grew a ton, so maybe he'd even be... Actually, no, Hossa's same rating elite. So yeah, O'Reilly there, super fourth liner, playing with Bodwin as well, too. I think I'm going to bank on Greg Ranko at least being a low 80 power forward. So we can move on from Diorio here as well. And so now, guys, with the free agency period, curious to see, who's out there again. We actually have some money, 4.7. Porter Martone, only a 90. He's always at the top of the scoring page. I honestly thought he'd be higher rated than that. Want 16.5. Also, he's a UFA at 25 again because one of those, creative players. He went from junior to college. Brandon Hagel wants 16.5. Jarvis 14. Elian here wants almost 16 million. Geez, some of the ask here. I mean, we are in 2032, but ridiculous. Michael Misa there wants 13. He is still an RFA. Again, Alex Tuck there was way too much money for us. So just kind of curious to see what, some of these asks get to. Beckett Seneca, $5 million. He's an RFA. I mean, we can almost afford that. He would be an upgrade at that, third line left wing position. Power forward. This is an interesting one. Last year, he had 43 points. We don't quite have the money for him, but, like, he might say yes. It would cost a second-round pick. I'm willing to just take a shot on Beckett Seneca. I'll probably grow... Actually, Marco Casper here. He might be the guy to get instead. 86 overall. Centerman. I mean, if we have him, can play him on the left wing. He's played there before real life. Stick check. I'm probably going to try and improve that this summer, but 90 D awareness. Like, he'd be so good. I'm surprised he's only asking for 4.3. Maybe because, honestly, it's not 38 points. 3 X factors. Carlson I was going to call up, but Casper here I really just can't pass on. So 4.3 full no move. I'm just going to give him exactly what he wants. We don't care about the no move. It's our last year. And he said he'll get back to us. If he says yes, obviously Seneca won't be able to sign. Also, too, if Seneca says yes first, we won't have the money for Casper, which might screw us. Simon Holmstrom here also, $4 million. Solid 2-way forward. Not quite as good as the others, though. Even Pavel Zacher, 85 overall, power forward. I mean, yeah, we have the money. Third line left wing's definitely kind of the biggest hole, I guess, on this team, although it's not even that crazy. Eriksson Ek, 3.7, 3 X factors, 89 D awareness. I mean, he's another guy, could potentially, if we don't get anybody else, come in. Even Edward Sally here, 83 overall, only wants $1 million. We don't really need him at all. We kind of already have that, but will be a good deal if whoever signs him. And right here's a defenseman, Swartz. Elite potential, wants 1.3. He's an RFA. I mean, we might as well try and no picks. I mean, I'm sure Montreal would say yes, but if we can get him for free, we have to try. Now, goalies here, Jamie Swayman coming off a Stanley Cup win, wants $15 million as a 90. That is crazy. Behind him, Vinny there, 8.8. Vinny, obviously, I was on the Wild, I think. Now they had a good run, made the Cup final. You got Trey Augustine there, Demko. So some good players. We'll take a look at the two-way. No one, honestly, too crazy. Defenseman here, you do have one, a low elite 19. He'd be worth signing just to, again, have as a player to potentially trade away. And actually, right here, Gabe Eliasson, 25.79 high top 6. That's pretty good. Defensive defenseman, probably would rather, higher shot block stick check, but physical is pretty solid. If we can get him, 1 year league min. Probably trade away like one of our overagers that are in the AHL. And then forwards here, Victor Eklund. Wow, did not pan out. 2580 sniper. Okay, so definitely going to sign him. 1 year league min. He'll get back to us. We're probably at the max. Lyndon Lakovic here as well. Late first round pick by the Capitals. Another guy didn't pan out. I mean, if we can get these guys for free, just have them on the AHL team. Definitely happy with that. So we'll have to trade away at least, 3 or 4 guys here. Make some room for some of those contract offers. This Scrivens guy is only a 64 at 23 years old, even though he's got low league potential. Honestly, pretty bad. Also, this Karpasov guy, 2173. Not the greatest. Wallender's 29 now. We actually got like a lot of AHL defenses. Could probably trade him away. Smith here's not the best. Looks like they actually have him as our lowest valued guy. So we're just going to try and trade, like, again, not terrible players, but they're just a bunch of leftovers. We can get maybe a 3rd rounder here out of the Ducks. We do have, low elite in that mix. And they say yes. Okay, so that helps out. Plus just, a pick to use next season. And look at this, guys. And look at the goaltenders. Herbal there. 86 overall actually has a good amount of value. So could run Vamelka, Tarasov. Tarasov almost though for sure is going to grow with elite potential. Might have to wait until the start of the season to see like where the goalie ratings are at and then decide who we move on from. So if we are for sure moving somebody, we actually probably should sign AHL back as well. So we could go Scott Ratzlaff here, 2678. Could also go Neuenschwander. Hopefully I said that right. 2576. Could end up being 78 or better. Ratzlaff though's got a lot better poise. We're just going to go Ratzlaff. We only have 1 year left anyways. 2 years, league min. There we go. So he'll be the AHL backup. And then we're going to wait to hear from some of those guys who made offers on. And there we go, guys. Beckett Seneca says, I accept your offer enthusiastically. You met my contract duration expectations well. The thing is, he's an RFA, so it should have said, like, I'm accepting as of now. But it just said, I accept. Casper rejected. Want another team that better meets my needs. Okay, that's fine. Lakovic there accepted. Same with Eklund. Swartz accepted as of now. Okay, so I don't know why Seneca didn't say that. But we got, a couple good AHL players there. Waiting to hear. Montreal chose to match. I was going to say, elite potential guy. He only got, a little bit of money. And then, okay, so I guess there was a glitch. Because, yeah, Seneca's saying accepts again. So I guess we had to give a 2nd round pick for him. Why the Ducks, wouldn't match that, I'm not too sure. Never mind, guys. Looks like Seneca's glitched because he's still not on our team. We still have 4-5 in cap space. So I guess we're still waiting for the Ducks to potentially match. I've never encountered this glitch before. Okay, so it looks like he signed with the Ducks instead of us. I guess they matched his contract. You know what, too? I guess when he did sign, it did show the Ducks, right? It didn't show us. So that is weird. They matched the offer we made him. I mean, that is the more realistic outcome. I was just really confused by what the game was showing us. And what kind of sucks, too, is because we waited so long to see what was going on there, we've missed out on some pretty good players. Edward Sala is still there, only wanting $1 million. But again, we have Carlson, so we'll just have, more of an offensive guy, 3rd line left wing, which is fine. And now next week, guys, I'm trying to trade Diorio to the Columbus Blue Jackets for a 2nd and a 4th. Again, we don't really need him. He's up to an 83, so he did go up by 1. But again, I feel like Carlson probably going to be a better fit. 2nd and a 4th, too, we can just use those picks. They say yes. So now we just have a ton of draft capital here. Like I said, come trade deadline, whatever moves we want to make. Plus, I guess we're just set up that future GM. He's got 3/3, 3/4. All right, guys, we're at the start next season now. And as you can see, Herbal is actually the highest rated goalie, 86. I still want Vamelka to start in the final season. So going to run him with Tarasov as the backup. Herbal has a decent amount of value. So trying to make kind of a blockbuster deal here at the Pittsburgh Penguins, offering him Carlson, who's still an 83. I thought he might grow in the summer. Because of that, not amazing. He was AHL last year. And then Meyer here, he's the lead potential guy from Sarnia we just drafted. But this Pillman dude from the Pittsburgh Penguins, check him out. 89 overall, immediately potential, only 20 years old, 2-way forward as well. So can play on the 3rd line, his role's 2nd. He'll be fine there, can play PK. I mean, all around amazing player, like 5-star defense, 4.5-star physical, good skater, good shot. Literally no holes in this guy's game. Making 4.4 as well, it just fits into our salary cap. So big offer, definitely the value's on our side. They want all 3 things. We might have to even offer more, but we'll see what they say. They're a seller. Trades rejected. Okay, I mean, they're getting good starting goalie, an elite player. They're also getting like a top 6 guy back. We'll throw in the 2nd. If not, we'll add a 1st. And they're saying yes to this. Okay, so massive trade there to start up next season. Also, if you guys look at the AHL team, we actually need a 4th line center. So I sorted the 2-way free agents by defense. This Mason Mo guy is actually the best, 86D awareness. So 2578 is not that bad, rating or age. We get him for a league min. He says yes. That should be good. And now for next season, guys, the coaches again expecting a Stanley Cup. I think that's been the case for like the last 5 years. And for the final season too, we're going to do the conditioning to make up for some of that speed we've lost with all that 5v5 focus. And now next year, guys, I'll show you the team for next season. I think we are still super stacked. Obviously got unlucky last year. Hopefully this year can bounce back. So that first line is ridiculous. They're playing like 98s, Gunther like 100 with the +4. Second line still together, Iginla, Cooley, and Denoye. Third line, we got this Pillman guy we just traded for. Moved him to left wing. He's got 90 deking. Usually the higher the deking, the better the guys are on the offhand. And again, look at his stats. Just really good all around. Hayden in the middle there, 87. 3 X factors now. Hossa, 86 lead potential, 2-way forward. Looks incredible. 94 D awareness, 92 stick check. And then the fourth line, even, you got O'Reilly as an 86 now. So a super fourth liner playing with Bodwin in the middle, and then Greg Ranko left wing. He's the other guy we had in the AHL last year. Lead potential, power forward. Should just be, you know, getting better and better. So kind of crazy just how stacked this team is. Defensively, there, no change. Lamoureux, Simashev, still that second pairing. Aki Marino on the bottom. Marino's actually at 90 now. Dursey 93, Sergeyev 95. I mean, unreal defense. Honestly, it's kind of a cheat code, I think, just focusing on defensive awareness in the summer. That's what I do, and they seem to grow way too much, maybe. Vemelka, Tarasov, again, is our tandem in the NHL. AHL, Volokin starting. Ratslav, who we just signed, backing him up. In terms of the first line, you got Tamanov, Turcotte, and Afanasenkov. Should be a nasty first line. Afanasenkov there, really good shot, especially for an AHL player. Turcotte obviously led the team in scoring, I think, the last couple of years. And then Artamanov there's got 90 passing. So we'll see what happens. Lakovic here, we just signed, playing him with Lombardi in the middle, Eklund on the right wing. Borikov, Ratu, Boot, been on the team for a while. Hyman's actually on the fourth line now, just kind of where, you know, he had to be. Mo just signed Iginla there. And then defensively, we got, I think, all 80s almost. Solberg, Boumediene, Hicks, Eliasson, Bieber, Kivaharju. Really good chemistry as well for that AHL defense. So overall, excited to see, you know, how both these teams play. Obviously, the main goal is a Stanley Cup. It would be nice to win a Calder too. We haven't won that yet. So here you go, guys. Ratings for the final season: 98 offense, 97 defense, and 89 goaltending. So this team is looking stacked. Hopefully last year we can go with a bang. If you guys enjoyed this one, leave that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.